AAU basketball tournament. The Bandits hosting the tournament. They're in the black uniforms out there taking on a U13 team, the Central Vermont Warriors. They'll be in the white tops, black bottoms. The black and yellow uniforms again belong to the Bandits. This is U12 against U13. Game number 2, 12-minute halves. Overtime if necessary, and I'll go through the lineup with Trey Heisel with the tip for the Bandits. The ball controlled by the Central Mountain Warriors. They're going to bring the ball down inside and try to kick it back up top. And this is the first offensive possession of the basketball game. And on the turn, a little bit of a slip, and the ball stolen away. This is Arnold with the basketball, double dribbled. Yep. Just couldn't get a hold of that darn thing. It'll become a double dribble. And this team is coached by Jack Rogers, Tim Hart, and Randy Arnold. And we have a Yeah, they want to reset the clock. Yeah, all it was a clock problem. They're going to get that changed, and they're going to stop it now with 13:37. There they go. So it's 15-minute halves. I'm sorry. They originally putting up 12, and they had the time wrong. And the ball will be caught, and Arnold almost there with the steal defensively. And looks like a zone defense. Not got a travel call. They didn't get a chance to get down inside and set up shop offensively before they turn the ball over, and the ball will be taken out of bounds by the Bandits. Rogers, number 13, looking to get open. Arnold has to come up top to Carlton. Carlton swinging the ball down to Dalton Mitchell. He'll go strong in the hole and get the basket. Trey Heisel with the assist on the bucket, and then Arnold picked off the backcourt. He's trying to apply pressure on the ball coming up, and good start here, 2-0 for the gold unit now. This is the Bandits gold gold team. They have a U12 gold, and that's Trey Heisel with the steal, and he's going to bring it up through the traffic himself, crosses the timeline, looks to Rogers, and brings it back to Eli. Eli Rogers will stand between circles and call out the play offensively. He wants to go down to Dalton Mitchell. Mitchell from the free throw line gets it down low, and they're going to kick the ball back up top. They have a good mixture. And they got a 3-second call. The Bandits have a good mixture of players that can shoot from the outside from that arc, that three-point arc, and players who can go inside, got big bodies, can go down, play tough on the glass. And it's going to be a good game, so we'll settle it in. And the Central Vermont Warriors were able to split the double team. That ball will come up on a little bounce pass back to the top of the arc, and right now that defense is really reacting. Rogers had help. Heisel might have got a partial tip. Mitchell will get the basketball, and he'll bring it back to Rogers. And Eli Rogers will just smoothly bring it up the court behind his back, and not too smooth there as they lost the basketball, but he'll get it back. In the first game was the Bandits U12 black team. They lost in double overtime to Bennington. So Carlton will spin, and good defense there being played by Central Vermont. I'll do both teams' rosters as this game progresses along, and Trey Heisel will go up to the hole and get fouled on the drive. Oh, what a nice first explosive step by Trey Heisel. And he's going to get 2 shots as he was in the act of shooting. Foul called on number 15, Matt Dowling. That'll be the first foul of the basketball game. Occurs at 12:05 to go in the first half of play. In an AAU ball, you play halves, not quarters, and looking to add to that 2-0 lead will be Trey Heisel. Obviously, he's 21. Carlton is number 11 out there. Mitchell's 22, Rogers 13, and Arnold number 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bandits, and Heisel will be up and get it. Look good on that shot. Makes it 3-0. And for the Central Vermont Warriors U13 squad, and they got some same thing. They got a nice balance of height and some ball handlers out there, and they're going to bring the ball back to the number 3 is Speidel, and he'll bring the ball up and he'll spin around, and Arnold will stay on him, and now they'll be able to set up with Whitcomb, and he'll take it on the dribble, get to the arc, bring the pass over, and there's the trapping defense on the perimeter, and that should be black basketball. It will be as Spittle, number 3, the pass is going to be tough to handle. It was right up around his head. And yeah, we're going to have a change of game balls, and I have no idea what that's about, but they're going to bring in a different basketball in, and Jay Carlton will take the ball out of bounds on the sideline for the Rutland Bandits U12 Gold Squad, and they're going to put some pressure on the inbounds pass. You can see Rogers being guarded right there, so trying to deny him the ball, and 5-second count. Yeah, Carlton just couldn't find anybody open, and so it was good defense played. Whitcomb, number 4, had really taken away Rogers as an option, and with a 4-0 score, it'll be the Warriors with the basketball. So Central Vermont looking to get on the board here as Trey Heisel got out there and almost created a steal. Carlton there defensively. This is a 3-point shot, and it's going to bounce off the front of the rim. Heisel will get the rebound, and go behind his back, and now he'll find Rogers, and Eli will bring it up over the timeline, work between circles, makes the move on Whitcomb, and Whitcomb recovered defensively to take away that penetration lane down the paint. And Dalton Mitchell, little bobble the pass, he'll go back to get it. And again, he does a lot of good work down inside. He follows up the transitional plays nicely. There's a basket down inside. Rogers kind of got lost amongst the trees down there along the baseline. Popped free and made the basket, and he's going to have the steal right there, and he's going to take it to the hole. No, gives it up to Dalton Mitchell. Fouled. Great push. Great push. And that's what I was trying to say about Mitchell before I got tongue-tied, was for a big guy, he gets down the floor on the trail of the play. He's always giving his guards an option late on the break, but he just hustles up and down the floor all the time. And with a 6-0 game right now, Dalton Mitchell at the line will be up and low off on that one. And Whitcomb coming on the ball game for Central Vermont. First substitution for the Central Vermont Warriors. They brought in Dylan Austin to take a spot. And that's going to be Austin with the basketball. Dylan Austin, long pass front court, and he'll get there. Shot up, and no. Rebound. Boy, Trey Heisel already with a ton of rebounds early in the basketball game. We'll go to Rogers, and you can see him trying to stop Rogers from getting just what he's right here, which is penetration in, and the finish by Eli. Rogers down the floor. 8-0 to start the ball game up for the Bandits U12 Gold Squad. Where I see Mitchell come up top of the defense and be intimidating, stop the penetrations, make him bring the ball back out. Arnold almost able to come up with a steal, working against number 13, Jesse Smith. And Carlton coming on the basketball game, and Rocco Stutz, number 12, coming in for the Bandits. So Stutz will be in the ball game, and again, very deep bench, loaded both with front court and ball handler. Front court players and ball handlers. Trey Heisel tipping it around, last touch by Trey, and they'll go out of bounds to the Central Vermont Warriors, as this is AAU basketball. And they'll go on the baseline now. The Warriors able to get the ball in relatively easy. They'll bring the pass all the way up top, and well, right now, everything on the perimeter. And boy, look at the quick hands by Trey Heisel. And then he'll get to the loose ball and needs to find a body to get it to. And he'll find, oh, look at that thing, must be covered in olive oil. Nobody could get a handle on the basketball, and it slipped free, and it's going to be Bandits basketball. Coach Jack Rogers putting some miles on that sideline, doing some hard work over there, going up and down the floor with his kids. And Rocco Stutz will bring the ball in play, and it'll be Arnold now running the point, number 5. So Arnold, again, they can take the three, they can penetrate, and that's Hart. Jeff Hart in there also, number 3 now. Trey Heisel, yeah, he wanted to hit the trailer on the play, which was Arnold, and he was sealed off from any more penetration. They got the ball back to Stutz, and he'll come back to Arnold. And it's a zone defense right now being played by the Central Vermont Warriors. Heisel on that corner, grits it into, Dalton Mitchell. Couldn't step to the hole, kicked it back out though, and they'll take some time off the clock with that 8-0 lead. Hart to Arnold, good patience. I'll tell you, at this age level, to have this much patience offensively, that's just great by the players and by the coaching staff. There's the penetration, there's the kick. Dalton Mitchell with a step, can't get the finish. Ball tipped around, go to the corner, be picked up by Arnold. Arnold will just dribble out traffic, create a little space, come between circles, and work off the top of the arc. Gets it in the elbow, and that's going to be Stutz. He'll pivot, put it on the floor, kill the dribble, and always got an outlet pass to bring the ball back to. Arnold swings it all the way over to Hart. Hart can hit the 3, but right now they're just really executing very well on this half-court set. Up and blocked out of bounds. Chad Copeland, number 34, with a big block, and that was a long time of possession. And they'll get the ball back. Down to 8:59 to go in the first half of play. And the Rutland Bandits AAU team with an 8-0 lead. And Arnold, golf line. First three-pointer of the ball game, and it comes from Arnold, number 5, and he smoked the net out there and makes it 11-0. That's going to be picked off, and Stutz is going to be fouled from behind by number 33, Robinson. And that's going to be 3 fouls as a team now on the Central Vermont Warriors. And all the subs are done coming in. Yep, we'll let the ball come into play. And you see Arnold, who hit that 3-pointer just in the last possession. He brought the defense a little more out on him. That's going to be Stutz with the basketball. He'll swing it back, and Arnold looking at that 2-3 zone. Again, that last time down, remember how long the possession was and how well they executed a half-court set. Didn't have a turnover. There's a travel there on Arnold. But again, at a U12 level, that's impressive. And the ball now will be brought up by the Central Vermont Warriors. It'll be Jesse Smith, number 13, with the basketball. He's all alone up top. Now his teammate comes to bail him out. And defense, look at it. Great timing on the trap and created the turnover. Yep. That defense really dictating the whole theme of how this first half is going to be played right now by the Bandits in those black uniforms. And late sub, they're going to bring Spittle back in. Kevin Spittle, number 3. And it's a Central Vermont change. Now Central Vermont wanted to pick up some of their intensity with a trap in the backcourt and almost creates the turnover. And you see Stutes able to bring it up front, and then he finds Hart. Hart down inside, catch, once up, foul, and basket. Oh, that was beautiful. Dalton Mitchell and the guard play from Hart, and that was like NBA basketball right there. Actually, that's better than NBA basketball. And we're having a sub come in. That's why we're waiting on the shot. But it's going to be number 34 coming in the ballgame. Copeland for the Warriors in the white uniforms. The Rutland Bandits. Dalton Mitchell up. And no. Boy, ball kept alive. And Stutes trying to get the ball out. Does. Gets it to Arnold. That was Trey Heisel that got in there and tipped the ball around. There's Mitchell. Little jump hook. No. Pretty shot, though. And the double team and a jump ball. That was Mitchell and Heisel down there, and they tied up Farrell. They're going to bring back in Rogers and Carlton for the Bandits, and Mitchell will sit down along with Arnold. Again, boy, to have a bench that talented and that deep, what a luxury for Coach Rogers over there. It's 13-0, the U12 squad from Rutland, and there's the bucket. 13-2 is Central Vermont on the board now with 7:34 to go in the first half of play. The Central Vermont squad is a U13 club, and Jay Carlton will make the catch. Oh, you can't leave Jay alone out there, and he'll miss that time, but he'll probably make 9 out of 10 of those shots. I've seen him at the half-court shoots at the halftime of the varsity West Rutland games, and the guy's pretty consistent hitting from half-court. Nice catch by Rogers. Rogers. And in that 2-3 zone, slid along the baseline, makes him bring the ball back out to Carlton. They'll go to Hart. Hart to Carlton, and they'll come back around. See Rogers with the ball fake. Again, look at the patience on this possession offensively against that zone. But I tell you, that is just good practice, work ethic, understanding the game, and being disciplined by the Rutland Bandits. Rogers back to Carlton. Down to 6:43 to go on the first half clock. 13-2 Rutland Bandits with the lead. Carlton, not this time, it'll rim around. See that? Hart tipped the ball, couldn't control the rebound, and it's taken over by Stutes, and they'll get another reset on their offense. And I've seen that so much already here in this AAU tournament by the Rutland Bandits, whether it's the U12 Gold or U12 Black, and Rogers will get it. Makes it 15-2. Bandits with the lead. And jump ball, and it's going to be Bandits basketball. Stutes with the big play there defensively. And it'll be Hart taking the ball out of bounds. Maybe, no. Looked like a sub was coming in. Hart seems to think he's not going to take it out, and he's right. Stutes will take it out of bounds, number 12. So Rocco will bring it into Rogers, and Eli Rogers, no pressure, brings the ball up, and again, that 2-3 zone, very packed in below the arc out there. Again, if you're going to play that 2-3 zone and give up long times of possession to the offense, I mean, you've got to get aggressive at the points. Carlton fires, no. Rebound will come down. Whitcomb with the basketball and wants to get over the top of the defense, does. And there's the pass up front. Nice catch on the run into the front court. They'll hit the trailer. Whitcomb in. He thought about the three. Ball fake goes up. Heisel got a piece of that definitely. Rogers will pick up the loose ball. Get it out to Heisel, and Trey Heisel breaking out of the pack. Got a 2-on-2. We'll go to Carlton. Carlton up and fouled. But I'll tell you what, those big guys can run the floor. And Carlton going to the line for a couple shots, fouled in the act of shooting with 5:34 to go. That's the third team foul on the Central Vermont Warriors U13 AAU squad. Swish by Carlton. And now number 24, and you talk about a shooter and a ball handler coming in. Andrew Drake, number 24, coming in for Stutes for the Bandits. Drake, like I said, can dribble like Bob Cousy. Well, most people won't remember Bob Cousy, the young guys here. Great ball handler, but he can shoot the three-pointer. Something ferocious. So 17-2 now, the Rutland Bandits. Again, applying all kinds of pressure up top defensively. Not letting them get comfortable in their offense, not letting them get set up in their offense. And they almost have created a turnover. Nope. It'll be picked up in the backcourt by Central Vermont, and they're going to take it to the hole. I don't think it's out of play yet. No, it isn't. It's picked up, and I'm not sure that Carleton didn't realize that because he never went after the ball, and now we've got a whistle, and we've got a foul. Well, that's pretty chaotic. But after all that said and done, it'll be the first team foul on the Bandits. 3-ball, got it. Kevin Spittle with a three-pointer makes it 17-5 now. The Bandits with the lead. They got the ball, and this is Rogers. And he got a trip called. Yep. Good sportsmanship right there by Whitcomb. No shots yet. Just a 15 foul, and Drake will take the ball out of bounds on his side for the Bandits. And Rogers. And Drake, a little toss and catch. He'll go to Carleton. He'll be down in the corner. No work. Yep. They want to swing the ball against this 2-3 zone. Drake. Back to Hart. I'll tell you, the beauty of this is they've got 3 guards. Well, if you count Carleton, you got 4 guards, and they can do that. Shoot the ball. And they got Heisel down inside, and he can step outside and nail the 3, but he can play inside because he's a big guy. But when you play against that 2-3 zone, and you can reverse the ball, and they can all handle the ball very well. But the worst part is when they can step out and just all of them nail the shot, you might have to change up your defense. 19-5 right now. It'll be North Central Vermont, I mean, with the basketball. The Warriors will bring it in. They made the catch. Didn't really have a lot of space to get the shot off. Whitcomb will pump it up. No good. Great box out by Carleton. He'll get the rebound, take a few dribbles, bring it back around to Rogers. Rogers, with pressure in the backcourt, will get it over the timeline, and now they'll back down and set up their 2-3 zone. Drake, no. His first shot, no good. Trey Heisel up and got a foul. He's going to the line, and nobody could put a body on him to box him out. A lot of times, it's a lot more difficult to box out in that zone defense because you're playing an area, not a man. So by the time you locate somebody and try to get a body on them, it's sometimes they already got the inside position like Heisel did there. Plus, he's just so quick. And gonna be a little off of that shot. That he's got to wait. They're going to bring in 4 new subs for Central Vermont in a 19-5 game with 4 minutes to go in the first half of play. The Bandits U12 Gold Squad with the lead. And Trey Heisel getting settled in. Nice routine, good patience, and got it. Whoa. You see, he settled down on the second shot, and much better results for him. 20-5, 20 first half points with still 4 minutes to go for the Rutland Bandits. And then Heisel read the play, made the anticipation for getting in the pass lane, got the steal. Up ahead, got the miss there. Oh, I thought he was going to dunk it. He's tall enough. He's caught down in the paint and traveled. Matt Dowling, number 15, into the ball game. Got down inside the paint, and that defense collapsed around him and just nowhere to go with it afterwards. And Eli Rogers working his way up against that pressure in the backcourt, and Coach Jack Rogers calling timeout. Yes, he wants to get his team on the same page here is what they want to do with the press breaker. And this is a good time to read you the roster for the Rutland Bandits U12 Gold Squad. They're coached by Jack Rogers, Tim Hart, and Randy Arnold, but Jeff Hart's number 3. Kyle Arnold is number 5. Josh Cody is 10. Jake Carleton is number 11. Rocco Stutz is 12. Eli Rogers 13. Trey Heisel 21. Dalton Mitchell 22. Andrew Drake 24. And Eric Gonzik is number 34. And they are in the black uniforms with the yellow numbers. And they jumped out to a very good start here in this first half of play as they have a 20-5 lead, and they've got the basketball. They got Drake, number 24, with his back to you right now, and Rogers in the back court with him along with Hart. And Drake will bring it into Hart in the front court. He'll go to Carleton. Carleton with a great move. And got it. What a move, though, to beat the first defender. That was about as smooth a move as you'll ever see at any age level. 22-5 now. The Rutland Bandits, U12 Gold Squad, with the lead. Going the ball got put on the floor, and then it became a disaster. Here comes Heisel going to the hole, made the catch. Might traveled. Yep. He caught the ball was knocked away from him, and he caught it in stride, which is pretty athletic and coordinated, but he did travel. Copeland will take the ball out of bounds for the Central Vermont Warriors. And Jesse Smith, number 13, I left all alone this time, and Arnold will pick him up, number 5. And you can see those, they're going to dog and chase all over the place, and that was a pretty coordinated move just to catch and shoot in the second shot. No good, and the rebound came down to Stutz, and he'll go back to Arnold. And with 2:56 to go and a 17-point lead, Arnold and the Bandits get their offense all ready to roar here as Rogers for a 3-ball, no. And Dalton Mitchell will get the rebound, put it on the floor, dribble it off his foot, and they picked up and brought into the front court. Drake's going to get called for the foul. Yep. Got the push from behind on Drake. Now it'll be ball side out. Number 24 will take it out of bounds. It's going to be Austin, Dylan Austin. And he shall bring it in to Holt. And again, they got some good size on the Central Vermont Warriors, but everything's coming from the outside on the shot. And I believe the Bandits are going to have a foul here. And Rogers will pick up the foul. And it's a non-shooting foul. The ball will go down the baseline to the Central Vermont Warriors. Copeland running, hook, no good. Tipped around, comes down to Drake. He'll go past the first defender and slow it down. Yep. Let the numbers get set up in backcourt. Yep. Yep. Yeah, just lost his place on the court, and he had crossed line and hit his teammate who hadn't quite cleared that timeline yet, and that'll be a violation. When you see Arnold back there, oh, he's in good defensive position. Great pass down into Copeland, and there's the basket. That's utilizing your height down inside. That was a good look that time by Central Vermont. They've got it down to 22-7 now. With 2 minutes to go in the half, what they really want to do is just string together a couple defensive stops and a couple buckets, regroup at halftime, and come out and start over the clean slate here. Rogers. See, they've extended the defense too, the zone that they were playing. They've extended it out more to the perimeter, and that's what they really weren't doing early on. They were sagging back inside, and you've got to pressure up top, or they're going to be able to hold the ball all day. Arnold with the move, the runner, no good. Dalton tipped it, and it should be Central Vermont basketball. Last touch by Dalton Mitchell, and that's what will happen. It'll become Copeland will bring it in play to Jesse Smith, and Jesse Smith. And of course, he's got the luxury now, later in this first half, of not seeing the press in the backcourt that was so effective in getting that big lead for the Rutland Bandits. And got a foul on the drive. Copeland was stripped of the ball, but they grabbed a hold of his arm, and that'll be 2 shots coming up for Copeland. And so Copeland, Chad Copeland, 34. Taking a nice long look, settles in, fires, and a little short. Front rim didn't. I believe it's his first free throw, so he's kind of got to get in the rhythm here. So Copeland on his second shot. Got it. Now he actually crossed the line. Yeah, they're going to wave the basket off. What Copeland did was shoot and just chase the ball in before they ever got to the rim, and that's a violation. So it'll stay at 22-7. In a minute 21 to go, Drake will bring the ball into play. Rogers and Arnold in the backcourt to join him. And it'll be Rogers, number 13 with the basketball. And Dalton Mitchell came back to help out. Nice catch by Drake. Then he kind of got engulfed down there in that double team. Up, and Smith's got fouled. Yep, no doubt about that one. And what happened to Drake is his height. The double team was too tall. He couldn't see around it. And that was a smart play by the Central Vermont Warriors. As they're clawing their way back in the game now with a minute 9 to go in the half. They got another defensive stop. See, they got a chance to score some points from the free throw line, and they do. 22-8. And Hart coming back in, number 3 for the Bandits. He'll replace Drake, and number 12 coming in is Woodworth for Central Vermont. And that's the only changes that took place on that shot. Nobody else at the scores table. And that won't happen. Rattled around, but Stutz in the ballgame. Number 12 got the rebound for the Bandits. Here comes Rogers. Rogers gets it to Hart. And then Hart with a few pivots and looks, and Rogers with the basketball. 22-8, the Bandits with the lead, the U12 gold team. And Rogers, very smart player. You can see the instincts are very good on him out there. And they'll get it to Dalton Mitchell. Nice hands on the big guy. Made the catch. And that was blocked. Stutes took the shot, got a block. Jesse Smith with the basketball. He'll work his way down below the free throw line, take it all the way in. And I believe Dalton Mitchell slapped the ball and actually got a piece of it. And now they're all tied up. Okay, so the ball will be a black basketball with 34 seconds to go, and that's going to be the 7th team foul. And what I determined from the first game I did is that it's not standard issue 1-and-1 at 7 fouls. They go to the 10 team foul limit before they start the 1-and-1. At least for this tournament, what I've seen. Arnold with the basketball, and boy, great pass, and got it back to Stutes. He's in a lot of traffic, but he generates a fall. Tell you what, that was very creative by Rocco Stutes as he got in there, and a lot of people miss him on the dodge, and he'll be at the line where he's a pretty good free throw shooter, and he'll be having 2 shots coming up with just 24 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Rocco Stutes will be good on the first shot. Boy, took a little bit to get it dropped through, but it did, and makes it 23-8, and been a while since the Bandits had scored. And we've got Copeland coming out for the Central Vermont Warriors, and Logan Farrell coming in to take his spot. And Stutes can't get the second one to go, and that's going to be tipped out. Arnold will chase it down, 22 seconds to go, and Rogers with the basketball. Now they'll come way up top and pressure defensively, which I think was a good adjustment. They had to bring the defensive pressure out like that when they were down by a ton, or else they'd been ran off the court. Rogers with 8 seconds, 7 seconds, and Arnold trying to use the glass. No good rebound taken out there by Central Vermont. The shot, if they get it up, it's going to count. Oh, no, before the buzzer, and yeah, he held on to it just a tad bit too long, but it's going to be 23-8. The Rutland Bandits U12 Gold Squad over Central Vermont U13. Changes each team has come up with at the halftime break, as will be the Central Vermont Warriors. We switched into the court. They're in the white uniforms. They're a U13 squad, and they've got the ball first. And, you know, it's very important for him to get off to a good start. Trey Heisel won't have anything to do with that, though, as he makes the steal, goes to Arnold. He'll go up and get the conversion, so the steal and then the bucket. Heisel with the assist, Arnold with the basket, and there's that trapping defense that was so effective early in the ball game that really set the tempo for the big lead that the Bandits were able to establish. That shot up, and no, and it's going to be a rebound by Carlton. It's a 1-and-out deal for Central Vermont, and Carlton isolated in the backcourt. Very talented, got good size, but able to bring the ball up himself, and that's Godzik in the ball game, number 34, and he'll go over to Arnold, and they'll swing it over, and Cody, number 10 in the basket, Josh Cody out there in the game for the Bandits. Trey Heisel had the ball knocked away, able to get it. Jesse Smith there with the steal. There's a cut on the back door. No, they couldn't get the finish. They did everything, and oh yeah, Arnold got popped in the face, got the foul called on him, and going to be seeing stars for a second, but he's tough. We'll have Central Vermont take the ball out of bounds, and the number Logan Farrell. And there it is. There's those quick guards in the back court, and boy, they're making life miserable, and it's going to be out of bounds. Yeah, it's going to be a turnover. And again, it's that defense that's really creating all this good play on the other end. They're feeding off it. And Cody, number 10, right in front of the camera here on the bleacher side, will throw over the top to Arnold, who seems to have recovered from that shoulder to the eye area. And he seems to be looking pretty good, actually. He'll kick it off to Carlton, to Heisel. And again, they were able to knock the ball away from him, but not do any damage with it. And the pass wanted to be wrapped around the inside, was stolen away. And here comes Central Vermont with 12:34 to go in the basketball game, down 25-8. And that's going to be a backcourt. Saying it was tipped defensively. Catch fire, no. Rebound. Heisel kept it alive, got it to his teammate. And here comes Godzik. Godzik into the paint. Carried the basketball, I believe. Yes, he did. He got a hold of the ball with a little extra palm there and got called for the carry. Yeah, and they're going to set the ball up on the baseline. They're going to wait a second as Godzik's got to tie his shoe up. See him right there. And that's what the break in the action is about. I'll tell you, you're watching AAU basketball on Channel 15. And boy, the minute you mishandle the ball like that, it just gives the trap that much more of an advantage. And Heisel just took it away. And it's a Heisel on the finish will get it. What he made was step to the bucket. He was just too fast. Carlton turned around and the ball was thrown right to him, and he'll get the steal and the ball in the front court. He'll go to Arnold. He'll swing it back to Heisel. This time the step to the bucket. He pulled it back, and Godzik in the paint trying to bring the ball back to Heisel, and we've got a foul called on Trey Heisel. So the ball will go out of bounds. And Central Vermont trying to get on track here. Like I said, they need some buckets. String together 2-3 baskets. And Copeland in the basketball game will get the pass inbounds, and Copeland will get the ball back now. And well, even the size advantage that Copeland had, you can see how much those guards bothered him back there. Over the top to Copeland. Copeland all the way across court. There's the baseline, the step back, and the conversion not there. Ball tipped around along the baseline, taken out there by the Bandits. Carlton up ahead to Arnold. Arnold lets Smith go by him and gets the basket. Boy, that's just heads-up play by Arnold. And here's a long outlet pass again in the front court. 3-ball, got it! Spittle with the three-pointer on the long inbounds pass. And 29-11, this is just a wide open ragtag second half of play. And boy, right idea, well defended. There's the long outlet pass, Spittle. Couldn't save it. What an effort to run in the floor, and Spittle with a big punch afterwards. I'm not sure what his problem is, but he's upset, and that's going to be Godzik with the save up over the top to Heisel. And Trey Heisel will step into, oh, what a stop and a cut, and then gets his own rebound, tipped it alive, turns, fires, fouled, count it. Oh, man, you can't stop that. First of all, he's just too quick to the ball, and he just wants it more than the other players because he's just going after it. But he got the rebound off his own, and his shot, the putback strong enough to take contact, make the basket, and get fouled, and be at the line for the and one. 31-11. The Bandits Gold Squad with the lead. And Heisel at the line, like I said, looking for the three-point play. He's got it. And that happens. Here comes the long inbounds pass again. Whitcomb down the floor, up, and boy. We'll see what adjustment Coach Rogers makes to that. Godzik sealed off, brings it back, and Cody, is he going to get the bounce? Nope, won't go his way. And this time he'll get the one and out, and Whitcomb with the basketball. He's trying to dribble around Godzik. Bounce pass up ahead to Copeland. He'll just dribble up through the arc, give it off on that left side, and no. Ball on the floor. Copeland has it, reversal, and going to get the two shots. He almost made the basket, too. Copeland with a very creative shot right there. And he's going to the line, and that's going to be the third team foul on the Bandits here in this second half of play. Don't forget the first game we saw with the Bennington Blitz squad. They were down by 7 in the second half and came back to win that in double overtime. So this game far from over with a 32-11 score. 10-12 because a lot of time left in the basketball game. And that's good. Copeland will get that one. And Stutz, number 12, and Dalton Mitchell, 22, coming in the basketball game for the Bandits. It'll be Arnold in the back court, along with Josh Cody, and now Godzik will join him. Arnold killed the dribble, goes to Cody. Cody just dribbles around the defender into the front court on that far side to Godzik to Stutz. And boy, that's a nice press break. Stutz trying to see him keep the arms alive so they can't lock down on him and get the jump ball called. They're looking for Mitchell, and then the step in front by Robinson and Copeland. Front court, Spittle, baseline, put it up, and kind of in the pass, goes over and gets the basket. Give him an assist on it. Spittle working hard along the baseline. And it makes it 32-14. I tell you, Godzik just came to a screeching halt as he turned into the bigger body. Stutz, boy, pulled down the shot, thought about it a couple different times, and Rocco Stutz with the basketball now. Steps, fakes, and realizes he's in a lot of trouble down there and got a foul called. Copeland's reaction, I think it's going to be on Copeland. 3-4, yeah, it's going to be Copeland with the hold. And the ball will go out of bounds on the baseline to the Bandits. They're going to bring Rogers and Hart in. Godzik and Arnold will come out. And this is a Bandits change with 9:14 to go in the second half of play. 32-14. The Bandits have led the whole ball game. Rogers with the catch. Wants to work off the screen. They'll give the ball back. And yep, Cody didn't take the shot. And they'll just work some time here. Set up their half-court offensive looks. There's a nice job of trying to go inside. Copeland stepped up, and you know what Stutz did well there? Is he didn't allow him to get that long outlet pass by hanging around and waving his arms around. That prevented Copeland from throwing the ball in that football-style pass down court, which has been the offensive look for Central Vermont here, and we're going to have a push from behind. Yeah, it's going to be on Robinson. He pushed Stutz from behind, and the ball will go out of bounds to the Bandits. No shots coming up. It's just possession foul. 15 coming in. Matt Dowling for Central Vermont. And Whitcomb, number 4, back in there, along with Holt, number 2. And those are all changes for Central Vermont. As they really have no choice. They're going to the full court press here, and they've really got to go for it. I mean, they're down by a lot. Rogers between the legs, goes against Whitcomb, pulls it back out. Rogers takes a little tour of the Hinchy gym. Will bring it back between circles now. And there's the pressure, and again, they're able to get the ball down below the free throw line against that zone defense. Very easy to Dalton Mitchell. He'll kick it back. Rogers will go to Stutz, and he can dribble. He just wanted to pivot. Yeah, they're being very good against that zone. Takes the bump, weaves his way around, and Whitcomb will reach around, have the steal, loses balance, go to the floor, jump ball called. And it should be Bandits basketball, and that's what we'll have. But again, they took a ton of time off on that offensive possession. They're going to retain the basketball, too. And that will be number 10 over there. It's going to be Josh Cody. He'll get the ball in and up, and no. Rebound to Holt. And, yeah, nice job getting the rebound. Up ahead to Spittle, and can't get the finish. I'll tell you who's down here right there. Dalton Mitchell went the length of the floor, bothered the shot, got the rebound. Like I said, that big guy just hustles all the time. He's got so many good qualities, but when I watch I just think of how hard he plays up and down the floor. Rogers so smooth. Oh my goodness, that was smooth. That was smooth like yogurt. And it makes it 34-14. And again, Central Vermont. Oh, they lost possession. It's all about getting points now, whether it's a 1-point, 2-point, or 3-point shot. They just need points on possessions. Drake coming in for Cody for the Bandits. So Drake 24 in the ball game. Cody played very well on this side of the second half, and with 7:16 to go, Drake will come into Rogers, and he's pretty much wide open. And there's some token pressure back there. They really aren't going full trap, and they're not really doing a zone press, but Rogers, yeah, split the double team, just like his dad told him on the side. I can hear him very clearly. And I'll get over to Hart. Hart for a 2-point shot. No. Stutz got the rebound, might have pushed off to do it, and yeah, Rocco caught for the push. And that ball will go back now to Central Vermont. It's the Warriors U13 squad taking on the Rutland Bandits U12 Gold squad. And we're down to 6:50 to go in the basketball game. And again, wins and mounts of victory, points of victories are all part of the formula to decide who will go and play in the championship game. Dalton Mitchell with the rebound finds Rogers. Eli Rogers up front, pass tip, still gets to Drake. Drake had it knocked away by Holt. Drake receives the ball back, and last touch by Holt, and it should be black basketball, and it will be the Bandits AAU squad with the ball out of bounds on the baseline. See Drake looking and finding Dalton. The pass was just a little bit long for Dalton Mitchell, and then he'll reach and tie it up, and it's going to be Central Vermont Warriors basketball. 34-14. The Rutland Bandits Gold Squad, U12's Gold Squad, with the lead. And again, they broke out of the gates pretty fast and never really slowed down and looked back. They played a very disciplined half-court set. Rocco Stutz with the steal, looking for Drake up ahead, and Holt got back there, and Drake got control of the ball, and Holt knocked it away, and it goes out of bounds right in front of the Bandits bench, but it should stay black basketball. And that's what we got. And Drake will just bring it in to Dalton Mitchell, and we'll give it to Rogers, and Rogers, again, letting everything kind of develop in front of him, not forcing the issue. Penetrate, kicked out, and Drake will get it. There's the three-pointer from Andrew Drake. Again, it came off the dribble penetration. The defense collapsed down on Rogers. He kicked the ball back out, and Drake, look at him up top of the defense. That's aggressive defense. Oh, on the baseline, can't get the finish. Mitchell, they might have heard Dalton Mitchell's footsteps and rushed his shot a little bit, but other than that, that was a nice look and a good play along the baseline. Rogers, oh, he's just got that ability to, he kind of floats, and the defense doesn't know to go to him or back off from him, and that always creates a lane. We have a full timeout taken. We'll go to the bench of the Bandits. It's their tip-off tournament. And good time to read the roster to them. Having a lot of timeouts to do this. They're up by 39-14 to score with 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Jeff Hart's number 3, Kyle Arnold is number 5, Josh Cody 10, Jay Carlton is number 11, Rocco Stutes 12, Eli Rogers 13, Trey Heisel is number 21, Dalton Mitchell 22, 24, Andrew Drake, Eric Godzik is number 34. Jack Rogers, Tim Hart, and Randy Arnold are the 3 coaches. And again, just to recap, you're at the Hinchy Gym in West Rutland, Vermont, USA. Munger Vision here for Channel 15 Sports. This is the AAU tip-off tournament for the Rutland Bandits. And we've already seen a great game here played by the U12 Black Squad for the Bandits. They lost in double overtime to Bennington. The Bennington Blitz coming from 7 down in the second half to win that game. And this is game number 2, but getting all kinds of AAU action here on Channel 15 Sports. And you can see that the Central Vermont Warriors will bring the ball into play, and Smith will bring the basketball up. And he'll snap the pass off on that side. Well, I'll tell you what, that's a good decision when a defender fell off him like that to take the shot, and great save and keep it to Dowling, and he'll get into that trap situation. But he's got the height to throw over the top of the guards, and that's what he did. There's a running one-hander, no good, and it's going to be a travel call. Yeah, good hustle. Josh Woodworth just lost his balance when he's a dad. He had possession of the ball. He fell backwards, and that is unfortunately a travel. And now watch Rogers break the press here. Just set up the players and got the ball to the open man, and then Mitchell's pass was intended for Stutes, and it goes a little bit too much of a lead on it. Nobody tipped it, and it'll be Central Vermont's basketball with 4:16 to go, down by 25, 39-14. And that was on the baseline. They fired the pass down there for Dowling, and it was touched by Dalton Mitchell, so it'll become white basketball, and Central Vermont will take it out of bounds. Got it in play relatively easy, and then they're going around the perimeter nicely. Smith, good look, no good. Stutes looked like he's going to get the rebound, created some good space, a little bump there, but the ball took a little extra kick on him and went out of his reach, and that gave Central Vermont back the possession of the basketball. Getting that clock running, that's a big enemy right now for Central Vermont, and that's going to be Smith, no good, and then it's Hart who get in there, and Hart with the rebound just out quick everybody to the ball, took a long rebound, came out to the top of the paint. And now Rogers, see him just that quick sliding acceleration is, and see how he's got great court vision. Oh, Drake for a 2-pointer. He's got 5 points in the second half, Drake does, on a 3-ball and then a 2-point shot from the field, 41-14. And again, this was a U13 Central Vermont squad against a U12 Rutland Bandit squad. Just a lot of talent out there for that U12 squad. There's a good drive to the hole in the finish. But like I said, great mixture. Good ball handlers, good 3-point shooters. They got the big guys to go down inside and play tough, and they just put it all together. Rogers might have traveled. Yeah, he did a little tiptoeing. And that'll be a turnover, very rare turnover for the Bandits here in this basketball game. Copeland back in number 34 for Central Vermont. Got now bring the ball into play. And this time they'll pull the press off, and that'll give Central Vermont a little bit more room to navigate. They'll go along the baseline and slide, turn, fire, and that was a tough shot to make. Offensive rebound, put it up and in. That was Woodworth with the offensive rebound in the basket. Drake got the ball off to Godzik, and he'll find Dalton Mitchell in the front court. Back to Godzik. Eric Godzik will go to Drake. He'll line it up, and yes, he'll knock it down. 8 points now for Drake on 2 3-pointers, and then a 2-point field down. What happened to Copeland is he's dribbled sideline out of bounds, and with 1:51 to go, it's 44-18. The Rutland Bandits U12 Gold Squad will get a win here in their first game of the tournament. And Dalton Mitchell, a little bounce pass comes off to Cody. Cody will go off to Godzik, who put the brakes on and didn't get the travel call. Mitchell works inside. Oh, look at the double clutch and the fire, and we're going to push from behind. And Stutes had great position inside on Farrell, and it's going to be Farrell called for the foul. And the ball will go out of bounds on the baseline. That'll be Cody that'll take it out of bounds. Josh Cody, number 10. With 1:15 to go in the basketball game, 44-18. The Rutland Bandits U12 squad lead, and Stutes able to wrestle himself out of a triple team out there, and Drake will swing the ball all the way around. They get it to Dalton Mitchell, and he'll go up, had a block, comes down, and the fake by Stutz, and got a foul by Rocco Stutz. With a big-time NBA fake right there, earned himself 2 shots at the free throw line. And yes, there's some subs coming in. Whitcomb, number 4, coming in for Central Vermont, along with number 24, Dylan Austin. Number 11 is Rockford coming in, and 33 is Robbins. So a lot of changes here with 53 seconds to go in the ball game for the Central Vermont Warriors. So Rocco Stutz for the first of 2 shots coming on the 4th team foul called on Central Vermont, and Rocco won't get that bounce to drop his way, but he'll regather himself here and get a second shot. And Stutz won't get either one, but he'll chase down his own rebound, and that's just good hustle. He wants to dump it down inside to Dalton Mitchell. Ball was tipped. Stutz got it back. Drake with the basketball. Double dribbled. Yep. Accidental, but still double dribbled, and that'll be Central Vermont basketball. They'll have the full length of the court to work with, and time ticking down on them. So they'll go to 0-1 in the tournament, and the Rutland Bandits U12 Gold Squad will go to 1-0. 22 seconds to go in the game, and Central Vermont looking to execute here on their last play to have some positive to end with and work into the next ball game. 14 seconds, 13 seconds, and I need some help. They killed the dribble up top, and you can see them still playing that good defense. A fadeaway, no good, and rebound will come out, and that's going to be the buzzer. And the U12 Gold Squad with an impressive 44-18 win over Central Vermont Warriors in this AAU basketball tournament.